The story of Omar Al-Mukhtar, the Lion of the Desert. Omar Al-Mukhtar, also known as the Lion of the Desert, is a symbol of Libyan resistance against the Italian occupation. He was born in 1862 in the village of Janzour, near the city of Tobruk, Libya. He grew up in a humble environment within the Al-Manfa tribe, known for its strong adherence to religious values and courage. His early life and education. Omar Al-Mukhtar became an orphan after his father passed away during a pilgrimage to Mecca. His relatives took care of him. He enrolled in the Al-Jagbub Zawiya, a religious institution affiliated with the Senussi order, where he received an Islamic education from prominent scholars. This shaped his strong principles and faith-based character. He studied the Quran, Hadith, and Islamic jurisprudence, which made him a respected and principled figure. The beginning of the struggle against colonialism. In 1911, when Italy invaded Libya and began its occupation, Omar Al-Mukhtar emerged as a leader of the popular resistance against the Italian forces. Despite the lack of resources compared to the modern Italian army, he organized Libyan tribes and led them in a prolonged struggle. His military tactics, Al-Mukhtar led a guerrilla warfare campaign against the Italian forces, utilizing his vast knowledge of the Libyan desert terrain. He used caves and mountain passes as bases to launch surprise attacks on the Italians. He relied on the element of surprise, hit-and-run tactics, and ambushes, which inflicted heavy losses on the Italian forces. Challenges he faced. The resistance suffered from a severe lack of weapons and supplies, especially after Italy imposed an economic blockade and closed the borders to cut off support for the rebels. Despite these challenges, Omar Al-Mukhtar never ceased fighting. He famously said, "We will not surrender. We either win or die." The capture of Omar Al-Mukhtar. In 1931, during a battle in the Wadi Boutaga area, Al-Mukhtar's horse was injured, causing him to fall and be captured by Italian forces. He was taken to Benghazi for trial, where he faced the court with unwavering courage and admitted to leading the resistance, considering it his national and religious duty. His trial and execution. He was sentenced to death by hanging on September 16, 1931. Thousands of Libyans were forced to witness the execution of their leader. Standing tall before his execution, Al-Mukhtar said his famous words, "My life will be longer than the life of my executioners." The legacy of Omar Al-Mukhtar. The execution of Omar Al-Mukhtar did not mark the end of the Libyan resistance. Instead, he became a symbol of resilience and struggle. His story inspired generations of Libyans and others worldwide, proving that a strong will can stand up to any colonial power. Today, Omar Al-Mukhtar is regarded as a national hero in Libya, and his memory is celebrated as a symbol of national dignity and sacrifice. Why was he called the Lion of the Desert? He earned this title because of his bravery and brilliance in leading the resistance against the Italian occupation in harsh desert conditions, becoming a symbol of strength and honor among his people. Conclusion. The story of Omar Al-Mukhtar is the story of a great man who lacked a powerful army or advanced weapons, but possessed unshakable faith in his country and his right to freedom. He demonstrated that principles and values could be stronger than any colonial force, remaining a timeless symbol in the history of Arab resistance.